So good afternoon, everyone. I'll talk a bit about the work we've done with CB Plus, what we did, and how we came about it. So I'm Ray Booth. I work for Barnet Mencap, and we work with children and adults with learning disabilities. And I suppose the starting point for the project that we had came from one of the resilience events last summer. And following it, and I was talking with Selena at CB Plus, it became obvious that, like a number of different groups for lots of different reasons, people with learning disabilities would find it very hard to engage in the support that would be needed in an emergency. So we thought that producing easy read information would be one way to raise awareness of the issues with people with learning disabilities. So we decided, through the staff that we've got here who've got some expertise around easy read information, and using some of the people who use Barnet Mencap services, that we would develop the right format and information that we would need in some of the emergency leaflets. We decided to concentrate on extreme hot and cold and power failures. And one of the things that we looked around at some of the documents that were already available, and there didn't seem to be many. Some of the most recent we could find were from Australia, but we didn't find much that was available for the UK audience. So we put together a bit of information and an agenda and basically spoke with the group. So what was interesting is people had lots to say, both about the idea of leaflets, but also about the issues themselves, what it would mean to have power failures or managing in extreme heat and extreme cold. One of the things that was quite interesting too, and I think this is probably a lesson as different groups are engaging with people with learning disabilities around emergencies, was people's understanding of the term. While we might have a particular meaning for it in this context around emergency and resilience work, for most of the people there, emergencies meant something different. Almost all of the understanding people had was about personal emergencies or anxiety, especially personal safety or theft or assault or medical emergencies. So they were certainly not connecting with the idea of what would happen in these big public events. So what we did is we reported some of this back to CB Plus. We also redrafted the easy read information. And with the second version, we'd gone through it, we got to a version that people were very satisfied with, and that's what we intend to use. Well, I'd say people on the call here may be familiar with easy read literature. Sort of historically, it has been used with people with learning disabilities, but can be used with any group. I suppose for us, it's always important to see it as a kind of a tool that aids discussion. So with that kind of easy, plain English and illustrations and photographs, it is a good way of trying to get some conversation going. And that's certainly how we will be using the documents ourselves in Barnet Mencap and across the borough. One of the things that we'll be doing now is, in the next month or so, we'll have an official launch with it. With CB Plus, we'll be getting it out to newsletters and through social media and through our own Learning Disabilities Strategic Partner Network and our council's own care quality team. So we see that as a good way of getting it to as many people as possible. And as I say, for us, I think easy read information works best as a tool for a discussion. And so we're seeing it as something that would be very helpful for support staff who are working with people with learning disabilities, or families who could use it to have that kind of discussion, really just to help people think about what extreme cold or heat or power failures might mean for them, and how that kind of discussion can be part of their preparation for the things that they might want to get ready, but also just to feel a bit more reassured about what would happen in some of those situations. So we're ready, as I say, in the next month to have the launch. It's a very quick overview about what we've put together and how to do it. I'm not sure if we have been able to send this literature itself, and if we haven't, we'll be able to share it with the group soon. And I'm very happy now if people have got questions either about how we put it together or how this could be utilised by other people or other organisations. Okay, thanks.